Good Vibes fans, welcome to episode 18 of the Road to 2022 USA Games, a special series on the Good Vibes Show by me, Jerry Hulley, part of the Special Chronicles Network. So, first and foremost, I do want to do the sponsor for Special Chronicles, and then I'm going to do it at the end, obviously, for you folks. So, just for you folks who are tuning in right now, here it is right now for you folks. So, the Good Vibes Show is proud to be featured on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast, The Good Vibe Show by Jerry Hulley. If you love The Good Vibe Show, then you'll love the Art Podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. SpecialChronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast on Special Chronicles so we can continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special needs, visit specialchronicles.com/give to make a gift today. So, it is literally coming more and more. USA Games is inching closer and closer, obviously, folks. So, it's a lot to think about for a lot of people. The Mood Step Challenge has already started officially, so I'm in command of the lead right there right now. By the time this episode airs, I would say 250, maybe even 260K steps so far. By the time this episode airs, by Monday, I may be closer to 300 or even more closer to 400, potentially, and such. So, I just want to let you know that's going on well, and such, and everything's going well and things, so. As swimming-wise, I tried something new with my friend Frank, and it really didn't work out the way we thought it would, but we did give it a try, and I was very interested in trying such, and it was very good and everything, so it was worth its weight in gold, honestly, and such. So it was worth its opportunity. I know it's good things to do that and such. So it's a lot of fun things we work with and such there. And I'm obviously doing resistance training with sprint resistance training with the swim parachute he's loaned me and everything. So there's a lot to work on. Plus, I had a very fun, constructive conversation with the assistant coach for USA Games for Team Virginia H2 Wizards, and she and I were like totally like, yeah, we really want to do a lot of things because it's crunch time, or we're gonna be upping up the stuff and everything, and it's crazy how things are going and such. And we're hoping a lot of things go well for all of us, obviously, because games is a big thing, and obviously swim season's already started for some folks already. Is yet for me yet, so I'm hoping to be wherever swim either in my area or up where my assistant coach is coaching, be on either one of those swim teams, so I have a good swim season in prep for USA Games, but obviously still constantly doing my training with my friend Frank, obviously, and my best friend training for her when she's officially back from her vacation. We'll be amping up a lot of our competitive swimming against one another as well for baseline stuff. So, but a lot of things are going well, honestly, for games. I know, obviously, people are sort of a little afraid of what's currently happening around the world with the Omicron variant. I know this is the first time I'm probably talking in this series about the COVID-19 pandemic, or I may have already probably talked about it, I don't recall, honestly. But this thing, like, it is somewhat stressful on some folks too, and to me, it's stressful as well. I'll admit to that. So honestly, that is somewhat a concern to some of us training for USA Games. But I'm going to say this to all of us who are training for USA Games, we will persevere and get past this and keep going and do our very best at USA Games and everything. So this is my knowledge that USA Games is still a go and such. I know they won't cancel them because it'd be too much of a hassle to do it by now, obviously. But it's this thing in the current situations we're all in, and how some of our sports could be easily put on hold. We just have to keep pressing on, persevere, and that's what I'm technically doing with, obviously, swimming, but also getting plenty of our different forms of exercise to help me do well. And I really am looking forward to competing down there as well. And I know some folks take a lot of things to learn from this, and it's quite an adventure to learn and such. And I know I'm really looking forward to it no matter what. And I just have to keep training. That's all I'm looking at right now, folks. So, not that bad, honestly. It's more of a short update because there's not much else going on than still swimming. I know last week I literally had a hard time getting to the pool, but I managed to get to the pool 2 nights after a major winter storm hit this area. We're going to have another one hit by the time this episode is aired, or it has already passed by then, who knows. But it's crazy, and that's how I'm looking at life right now, is just deal with stuff. And I'm really just excited for things to come down the pipeline and do everything. So I just really am appreciative of obviously my coaches for USA Games and how we're gonna just keep figure out how we can all interact and maybe also go all be at one meet together and compete and see how we all have improved since training camp and such. So I do want to thank you all again for tuning in to for this special series, obviously first and foremost. But now back to our final sponsor ad from Special Chronicles Network. The Good Vibes Show is proud to be featured on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page, for this podcast, The Good Vibes Show by Jerry Hoy. If you love The Good Vibes Show, then you'll love the Art Podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. Specialchronicles.com for links to follow all our podcasts, newsletters, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast page on Special Chronicles so we can continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special needs, visit specialchronicles.com/give to make a gift today. And I have a little guest behind me right now. He's not, you can't see him on the screen, but I have my black cat bear literally behind my back right now. He likes jumping on my chair sometimes during his grade. You may actually hear his meow show up, hear him briefly in the episode, maybe, or not. You may quietly hear him because he's a very chatty cat. So 1 second here, folks. Be a good boy. So yeah, you now instantly hear me say that. So, but I do want to thank you all again for tuning in. But also remember to follow the Good Vibes Show on Instagram at Good Vibes by JH, and Facebook, facebook.com/Good Vibes by JH. Also subscribe to the Good Vibes Show by Jerry Holly on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. So until next time, everyone, hope you all keep safe and keep going on, and we'll get through things, obviously. So we'll prevail in everything as such. But I think I'm just going to remind everyone, we all shine as one when we're coming to US, when it comes to USA games. So peace, everyone. Boop, bye.